This is Gachagua TV, the tallest man in Africa. And today I want us to look at a number of issues, sababu unapoangalia taifa letu kunayo mambo kadha wa kadha ambayo yamekuwa yakiendelea. Kuna mambo mawili matatu ambayo sisi kama Wakenya tunazidi kuyashuhudia, and we are asking actually what is happening in our country, because what happens is that unapata kuna wakati ambapo kunatokea masuala mengine, masuala ambayo yanahitaji ufafanuzi zaidi, masuala ambayo yanahitaji kuangaziwa zaidi, na yakiangaziwa sisi kama Wakenya tunafurahia. So ladies and gentlemen, what we can say here is that we are live, and please like the video as you come. Tumeona sometimes we are forced to do some live as we wait for some information, because no matter what happens here, we look for information, and sometimes we like going to the source. So karibuni jamaa wabo mnaingia, please comment in the comment section, like the video, share this video, because we are going to discuss very interesting topic today. Actually, where it is very clear that William Ruto is in his second term, and not sorry for that, his second year, and it look like the second term is becoming very elusive. So guys, please like the video as you come. This is Gachagua TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. I want us to look at the state of our country, kwa sababu kuna mambo fulani ambayo tumekuwa tukiona. We have seen Gachagua and William Ruto differing almost sometimes in public. We have seen Moses Kuria. We saw him in Citizen TV yesterday. We saw also Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and William Ruto having a phone conversation. There are so many things, including the finance bill. So guys, these are the kind of things I want us to discuss. When you look at Rigathi Gachagua is seen boarding an airplane that is from Kenya Airways. So guys, when you see Gachagua boarding Kenya Airways, there's some things that comes to our mind. Kuna maswala mengi ambayo tunajiuliza, because this is one person. Tunamwona, by the way, he was going to Mombasa. Alikuwa anaelekea Mombasa kutoka Nairobi, and he was carrying his own luggage. No bodyguards, no personal assistance, just Gachagua, one bag, one man, one plane. And this one attracted a lot of attention, and actually it became a discussion among many people. So guys, karibuni, like the video, comment in the comment section, and let us discuss what is happening in our country. So wakati ambapo Gachagua anajitokeza pale akiwa amebeba mzigo wake yeye mwenyewe, kuna mambo fulani ambayo sisi kama wachaganuzi wa masuala ya kisiasa tunakuja kuyaangalia na kuyaona na kuyafasiri. Number one, Gachagua is a lonely person. That is the message that Gachagua wanted to pass to Kenyans. That Wakenya, mimi niko peke yangu, na that is why I'm boarding a plane without personal assistance, without security. But let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, do you think Rigathi Gachagua has no security details? Do you think Rigathi Gachagua has no personal assistant? Kwa sababu tunamuona pale akibeba mzigo wake mwenyewe. Guys, like the video, comment, subscribe to this channel if you have never subscribed to this channel. Kwa kule kuwepo kwa Gachagua akiwa amebeba mzigo wake akiabiri ndege la Kenya Airways, caught the attention of many people, and many people were left asking, is this a matter of PR, public relation? Is this a matter of looking like you are vulnerable? Is it a matter of showing Kenyans that wewe sasa you are following what William Ruto is saying about austerity measures? Because you see, guys, look at the contradiction. William Ruto is bordering expensive jets, very expensive jets, moving from one nation to the other, moving from one place to the other. And then his deputy is there using public, look like it's a public bid, because Kenya Airways is a parastatal. And, you know, Rigathi Gachagua, we were used to Rigathi Gachagua, who was who was boarding military choppers. The question is, has Gachagua really been denied the military choppers? Or what is happening here, ladies and gentlemen? Because if you remember, kule Nakuru wakati William Samoei Ruto, I think it was on Sunday, ile sherehe wa Korino pale, Gachagua arrived 2 hours. Late. Is it 1 hour or 2 hours? Can maybe comment in the comment section. He arrived late, almost 2 hours after the president had arrived. And he talked about the issue of his transport. He told the president, you see, I'm not a person to come to arrive for a meeting late, but now inabidi nifike because he had some issues with my transport. So what we are seeing here is that Rigathi Gachagua's issues of transport is coming out. And it is portraying William Samoei Ruto in a very, very negative way. Kwamba ukimtazama ukiangalia utaona kwamba William Samoei Ruto ndiye sasa watu wanaona akiwa mbaya, kwa sababu najiuliza, this is a man who promised the world that he was going to treat his deputy with dignity. Here was a man who was lamenting about the way he was mistreated by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. But now what we are seeing, ladies and gentlemen, ni swala ambalo hatufai kulizungumzia tena, kwa sababu unapochunguza utaona kwamba things are running out, because you see, when you see Gachagua in the airport carrying his own luggage, then Kenyans, you ask themselves, is it that this man wants sympathy? Because you see, Kenyans have a tendency of siding with the underdog, because when you look at the relationship between Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto, you realize that Gachagua is a top dog, and William Samoei Ruto, Gachagua is the underdog, and William Samoei Ruto is a top dog. So guys, karibuni, those who are joining this channel, please like this video, comment in the comment section, and I want us to have this honest discussion, because you see, Jennifer Mawea, first one here, karibu sana, was waiting for your analysis of this shocking development. Yes, Jennifer, asante sana. I don't take it for granted that you have always supported this channel. So kile ambacho tunaweza kusema ni kwamba, much as it may be an issue of PR, public relation, Gachagua actually is outwitting his boss, because when you look at his boss, utaona kwamba the boss, as I said, anatumia military choppers, expensive jets, and then his deputy is using public means, Kenya Airways, no personal assistant, no security details, carrying his own luggage. This is a first one, if you ask me. It is very unusual for Gachagua to do something like this. What he's trying to do, he's trying to show a sense of simplicity. He's trying to show Kenyans that, look here, after all, I'm a simple man. After all, I'm a villager. Because you see, there's this issue of Gachagua being referred to as a villager. And I think this is coming from the UDA guys. Pale ambapo wamekuja pale na wanajaribu kumwonyesha Gachagua kama mtu ambaye is a local guy. And William Samoei Ruto is somebody who is an urban guy. Somebody who has been schooled. Yani mtu dhomed. So Gachagua kule kuitwa a villager. You see, it is very much deliberate. In politics, there are no coincidences. In politics, things happen because they have been planned to happen that way. So when you see Gachagua now coming out like this, I think he managed to win the attention of the nation. Because, you know, attention is very, very important when it comes to politics. What I would urge Gachagua is to oppose the 2024, 2025 finance bill. Do you think Gachagua should oppose the finance bill? Guys, like the video as you enter. Do you think Gachagua should oppose? Because I think what Gachagua should do, just like William Samoei Ruto, oppose the BBI. Gachagua should come strongly and tell Kenyans, now, look here guys, I don't support punitive taxation. I don't support the way Kenyans are being taxed. And if Gachagua leads this, I think he can win the hearts of so many Kenyans. If we do that, I think he can also get sympathy from Kenyans, because you see Kenyans wanatafuta mtu ambaye atajaribu kuwasaidia, because when I look at the opposition is in bed with the government. That is the truth of the matter. And you see, even the opposition, they are not talking much about this idea of actually the finance bill. Just a few guys who have been left there. And I think the only person who is coming out very strongly is Gathoni Wamshoba. So I think Gachagua should surprise William Samoei Ruto. Yani amshtue tu mara moja aseme, mnajua nini? I'm going to lead the onslaught against William Samoei Ruto's finance bill. Na akifanya hivyo, unajua Wakenya watafurahi. Akifanya hivyo tutakuwa na furaha nyingi sana, kwa sababu hivyo ndivyo ambavyo tungetarajia. But when he start sitting on the fence, because when you look at Gachagua need to lead the onslaught. Bob Agwenyi, kudos Kaiman, asante sana, like the video, karibu, share this, and those of you who have not subscribed to this channel. So if Gachagua leads the onslaught against 2024-2025 finance bill, unafikiri Ruto atacheza naye tena? Unafikiri nini? Do you think Gachagua can win people? Odari, karibu Kodari, karibu tunakuona. Okay, thank you for that information. So what we are saying here, if Gachagua lead the onslaught against the punitive 2024-2025 finance bill, Kenyans will be very, very happy. If Gachagua come out and try to rally, no, what is happening is that there are so many people who are opposed to the 2024-2025 finance bill. There are so many members of parliament. Lakini kile ambacho wanafanya, wanaogopa. They know it is not good. They know it is hurting. But kile ambacho wanafanya ni kwamba wanaogopa kuongea ukweli. Na in a time like this, if Gachagua can manage to rally these people, no, Gachagua knows those people who don't support the 2023-2024 finance bill. And I think there's nothing wrong with Gachagua working with the opposition. Because, politics is just about numbers. And he who has the numbers wins the presidency. He who has the numbers, I think he need to do, to come out very boldly. Something else that he also need to do, if Gachagua is very sure that William Samoei Ruto will not have him as his running mate in 2027, Gachagua should vie for the presidency. He should oppose William Samoei Ruto. He should come out strongly and say, now, hata mimi ni mwanaume, najua wanaume ni kuonana. Ajitokeze hadharani aonane na William Samoei Ruto. Ajitokeze hadharani aseme ya kwamba napiga 2023, 2024, 2025 finance bill. Because you see, there's no need of even talking through the governor, because Gachagua, what he's doing, he is talking through Nyeri governor. So whatever Nyeri governor is saying the blessings of Rigathi Gachagua. Hawezi yakawa azungumza hivi. Yeye ndiye kinywa, ndiyo parapada, ndiye baragumu ya Rigathi Gachagua. So Mutahi Kahiga, the Nyeri governor, whatever, listen to what Mutahi is saying, because whatever Mutahi is saying is what is in the heart and mind of Rigathi Gachagua. But Gachagua, even if he is the personal assistant or the principal assistant to the president, inambidi wakati mwingine ajitokeze hadharani, abie watu, nini mnajua nini? Hii kitu itawaraba. Nini mnajua nini? Hii finance bill itawamaliza. But do you think Gachagua can come out? Bob and Jennifer and others who are here, do you think Gachagua can be bold enough and oppose the 2024-2025 bill? Because if we do that, it will be very, very important for him. Hii mambo ya kuitwa virija, hii mambo ya unajua William Samoei Ruto somehow misused Rigathi Gachagua. I know the issue. I was listening to Mutahi Kahiga. Mutahi Kahiga was saying that it is William Samoei Ruto who had sent Rigathi Gachagua to talk about empty coffers. It is William Samoei Ruto who had told him to give the kind of speech that he gave during the inauguration, during the handing over of the presidency. When William Samoei Ruto was being sworn in wakiwa pamoja na Rigathi Gachagua, ile hotuba, yale maneno ambayo alisema, Gachagua alikuwa amewekwa kinywani na William Samoei Ruto. Of course, with intentions. Of course, with a purpose. It is William Samoei Ruto who had sent Rigathi Gachagua to criticize Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And that is why you see Nadia is regretting. The man from Madeira, the former DO, is regretting that I abused Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, I insulted Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, it should never happen, it will never happen again, because he realized he was being misused by William Samoei Ruto. William Samoei Ruto sicheze na yeye. William Samoei Ruto is a shrewd politician. He has been in this game for long. And sasa aliamua kutumia Gachagua because Gachagua is a Mkikuyu. Aliamua kutumia Gachagua because Gachagua alikuwa pale. So Gachagua was misused. He was told, go and insult Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Alafu akaambiwa aweke mitego. Weka mitego kule State House. Na uongee umeweka mitego ndio ati Raila asikuje pale. Now Raila is in the bedroom. Sasa alafu dadi akachukua ile mitego. William Samoei Ruto akachukua ile mitego kana topa hiyo duka hiyo mitego yote nje. Sasa mitego ilimnasa nani? Dadi amedaso. Raila is in the bedroom. Raila is in the bedroom. Raila is in the government. Na Gachagua ameachwa pale na mitego yake. Sasa Gachagua ndio sasa amekuja kugundua. Sasa I'm being misused. I was told to attack Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Look at the way William Samoei Ruto is even now picking the phone. I'm going to give it a conversation and now calling Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Jennifer, Gachagua should copy Ruto. What he did to Ruto, to Uhuru, that is, improve it. Ongeza chumvi na comedy tucheke, tukicrash huyu mtu kabla sijui atue bwana. Josephat Ntebei, finance bill itapita tu. Tutagoja tu. Kama itapita, wacha ipite tukiwa tumeipiga. Wacha ipite tukiwa tumeambia watu ya kwamba this is something that should not happen. So what we are saying here, Ruto sent Gachagua. Heda useme umeweka mitego State House ya Raila asikuje. Of course with the intentions. Yani jamaa anaambiwa heda ufanye hivi. Alafu siku za baadaye ndio anakuja kugundua. Kumbe huyu jamaa alikuwa analitumia. Yani jamaa anakuambia uweke mitego, alafu kule nyuma under the table analeta Raila Amolo Odinga. So Raila Amolo Odinga is in the bedroom. Raila Amolo Odinga is in the kitchen. Of course to annoy Rigathi Gachagua. You know, Raila game plan, you may not understand Raila's game plan. So Raila naye wakati alitwa pale na William Samoei Ruto, he saw the opportunity. He saw the opportunity that this is now the time to bring the difference between Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto. So because Raila is an intelligent guy, akaamua sasa huyu mtu unajua nikiingia pale tuanze kufanya kazi na William Samoei Ruto tuonekane kama tuko pamoja, Wakikuyu watatoroka. Sasa Rigathi Gachagua sasa I want to show you Raila's game plan because Raila is a very very interesting political animal. So watu wakaanza kulalamika sijui Raila ametusaliti sijui nini. Little did they know that Raila anaingia pale kimakusudi to ensure that the difference between Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto escalates. That the difference between that the Kikuyus bolts out of UDA, and he has managed. So I want to tell you, Raila is a genius. Raila is a political genius. He has already managed to take Kikuyu out of UDA. He has taken Kikuyu, not necessarily ati waingie Azimio kwa sababu hatujui. The funny thing is that we don't know where Kikuyus are going, but they are bolting out. And that is why Gachagua sasa amekuja kugundua, yani huyu boss wangu William Samoei Ruto aliambia niweke mitego, alafu anachukua ile mitego kwa sababu haijanasa kitu. Yani Gachagua would actually play with the minds of people, minds of Kenyans. Alafu tena look at William Samoei Ruto, anaambia naibu wake, wewe fanya hivi, Gachagua fanya hivi, enda utukane Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Sema we inherited a dilapidated economy. Sema there were empty coffers. Hata panya hakuwa na kitu ya kukula pale. Yet these guys inherited a stable economy. Yet these guys inherited an economy that was thriving. And now, because you see, William Samoei Ruto will not say this. How many times have you heard William Samoei Ruto talking about empty coffers? How many times? How many times have you heard hii mambo ya shareholders? Hata hiyo mambo ya shareholders, William Samoei Ruto alikuwa amemwambia Gachagua, wewe enda uzungumzie mambo ya shareholders. Abia enda mwambie watu ya kwamba hii ni serikali ya shareholders. And then after saying that, William Samoei Ruto anaenda Kisumu. Look at, I want to see the coincidence. There are no coincidences in politics. So jamaa anazungumzia that this is a government of shareholders, and before the other people who voted for Azimio, before they get anything, wale watu walivotia, those people who voted for William Samoei Ruto and I. Those people who voted for the UDA, kwanza ndio watakula. That is how the issue of shareholders came. And then William Samoei Ruto akaenda, yani wale watu ambao walikuwa na lego, because you see when you look at it, Gachagua was talking about Azimio got the greatest support from Luo Nyanza. Na sasa Gachagua akaenda pale William Samoei Ruto akaenda kule Kisumu. Kwa sababu mnajua nini? Huu ni upuzi wa mtu kuongea mambo ya one man one vote. Kenya belongs to all of us. There is no way my government is going to discriminate some people. And sasa yeye ndiye amemwambia sema hivi. So Gachagua comes out as a very bad man. Deliberately. Kwa sababu sasa unaona ametegwa. William Samoei Ruto kule, I think he was in Homa Bay, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Anaenda kule, the guy is smart. Anaenda kule Kisumu, Luo Nyanza, in the heart of the opposition, na anasema hii mambo ya one man one vote ni upuzi mtupu. So who appears to be bad? It is Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua. William Samoei Ruto kisirisiri anakutana Raila. Wanaongea, wewe kuja hapa, wewe unajua these guys are together by the way, they are no permanent enemies in politics. Sasa wewe unajua nini, kuja hapa hii mapa, hata hii mambo ya African Union, I strongly believe that ipagwa na William Samoei Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga with some intentions, and I strongly believe that William Samoei Ruto would be more comfortable with a Raila presidency than a Rigathi presidency. So if you look at Raila Amolo Odinga and William Samoei Ruto, and in fact, they don't have much differences. They don't have much differences. And now, again, because Raila, nakwambia ile mchezo inachezwa hapa na Raila Amolo Odinga na William Samoei Ruto, ni mchezo ya hali ya juu sana. When you look at what is happening again, ukiangalia Gachagua sasa, unajua sasa he's alone. Because Raila Amolo Odinga also want to ensure that the Kikuyus have voted out of UDA. Sasa na yeye sasa anaanza kusupport nani? Anaanza kusupport Gachagua. Anasema I support one man, one vote, one shilling. No, Gachagua is right. Sasa ni Raila anasema hivi. Just to annoy William Samoei Ruto. Just to make sure that Kikuyus now sasa wametoka kabisa. Wamechoshwa na William Samoei Ruto. You see, this is the way the politics is being played. Lakini watu wengi hawaelewi ile game inachezwa hapa. So ile game inachezwa hapa jameni ni ya hali ya juu. Important in says Gachagua is smart man, and he is not able to fool Kikuyus twice. It's not easy to fool Kikuyus twice. Gachagua is smart man, and you cannot fool Kikuyus twice. Sad fact is, hatuna option. This guy will run this office till 2032, not unless otherwise, because one day in politics is a long time. It's true what we are saying. I agree with you, but I'm not sure. Important sense, I'm not sure whether Rigathi Gachagua will be William Samoei Ruto's running mate in 2027. I strongly doubt. And sasa, when you look at it now, hii mambo sasa nikasema hii mambo ya empty coffers, hii mambo ya mitego, hii mambo ya shareholding, because you cannot tell me kwa nini Gachagua ndiye alikuwa anaongea haya mambo yote peke yake. Why was it that William Samoei Ruto was talking about it? So Gachagua was set to fail from the beginning. He was put there to fail so that he does not succeed William Samoei Ruto. You know, these are the guys who are in Kano, because what we are having now, it is Kano that is ruling. It is the Kano that is ruling. Hawa ni vijana wa Moi ndio ambao wanaongoza. Kwa sababu ukiangalia William Samoei Ruto, Youth for Kano 92, in Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi's government, angalia Rigathi Gachagua. These are nini? Hadi watu ambao walikuwa katika serikali ya Uhuru, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. So it is the spirit of Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi that is hovering around Kenya. And that's why you see many Kikuyus are complaining about the businesses, because history is repeating itself. Of course, not in a very good way. Of course, not in a way that you'd like. Kwa Gachagua, we are going to see a lot about Gachagua. I want you to focus. For those of you who watched Moses Kuria jana, when he was being interviewed by Vion Okwalo in Citizen TV, if you listen to Moses Kuria, in fact, you see a lot of hatred for the DP. Moses Kuria came out, and when Moses Kuria is talking, when Dede Nyoro is talking, and when Timani Ishongwa is talking, it is William Samoei Ruto who is talking, just like Oscar Sudi. So all these guys, they are the mouthpiece of William Samoei Ruto. So Moses Kuria, you could see the hatred for the DP. You could see the insubordination of the DP. Yani, jamaa anasema wazi wazi, na hafichi, anaambia watu that he was more qualified than Rigathi Gachagua. You see, he was telling Kenyans that Gachagua is not fit to be the DP. That is what Moses Kuria was telling the Kenyans. And why do you think he was saying this? He was saying things deliberately to prepare for the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Because I'm not very sure if William Samoei Ruto will go all the way to 2027 with Rigathi Gachagua. The way things are going, sioni hii mambo watu wakimaliza pamoja. Kutokana na vile ambavyo wanafanya kazi, you can agree, you can tell, you can test, ni wazi, ni kama meno ya giri, that these guys are not going together. So whatever Moses Kuria was saying, because I believe in one thing, that hakuna wakati ambapo hawa jamaa CSCs can come on a national TV, start accusing William Samoei Ruto's principal assistant, that is Rigathi Gachagua, without the blessing of the president. Kwa hivyo haya yote ambayo unaona yakitokea, yanatokea kwa sababu yamepagwa yatokea hivi. Hayatokei kimakusudi. Hakuna sadeva hapa. So Moses Kuria say that he doesn't like the way the DP is talking. He doesn't support the DP. He doesn't support one man, one vote, one shilling. Imagine a man from Mount Kenya telling Kenyans that he doesn't support this. How watu ambao unaona akina Kidiki, all of them uniting against Rigathi Gachagua. It is happening for a purpose. And watajitokeza wengi. Mwangi Kijore amejitokeza, anamkashifu. Sasa tunagojea hadithi zake sasa na the proverbs. The proverb MP, unajua mimi namuita the proverb MP. Ambaye sasa utaona akijitokeza na mambo mengi, ataanza kumkashifu Rigathi Gachagua. Already Kithure Kindiki has picked and is talking about one Kenya, one flag, one president, what, one country. All these guys have been told to do this by William Samoei Ruto. Wetangula is there, but there's one person who is not coming out openly to criticize Rigathi Gachagua. That is Musalia Mudavadi. Musalia Mudavadi, unlike the others, unajua wengine wamejitokeza na kumkashifu. So all these guys have been told to unite against Rigathi Gachagua. And the man who has told them to unite against Gachagua is none other than the boss himself. None other than the Doyen. Unajua watu wanamuita Doyen. Huyu mwingine hata walikuwa hata wakati walikuwa na bado walikuwa anaitwa Doyen. So what we are saying here is that when you look at William Samoei Ruto, you see somebody by game plan yake vile vile is a bit complicated, but there is nowhere that Gachagua features in William Samoei Ruto's game plan. There is nowhere. And that is why he has to be replaced. And that is why lazima awekwe kando. There's nowhere ambapo Rigathi Gachagua atajitokeza kama mrithi wa William Samoei Ruto. Hakuna. And I want you to look at the bigger picture and see how Raila and William Samoei Ruto are playing a complicated game. There is Babu Owino and there's Dede Nyoro. Is it possible? You know, in politics, I'm telling you, things are planned to happen in a certain way. I've been seeing Dede Nyoro and Babu Owino working together. I've been seeing these two guys. And Raila is playing a long-term game. William Samoei Ruto is also playing a long-term game. And I can see Raila and William Samoei Ruto uniting in 2027. I can see this. My crystal ball can see this. When you look at Dede Nyoro working with Babu Owino, and you see each wanaongea vizuri, wanasifiana, Raila is here. And Uhuru is not here, but William Samoei Ruto is here. Because Dede Nyoro is the one who chairs the budget committee. If you look at Dede Nyoro is casting a national image. Babu Owino is still casting a national image. And these guys look like they work together in 2032. That is the game that is being played. The game that these guys are playing is not a short-term game. It's not a game for 2027. It's a game for 2032. And I can tell you, Dede Nyoro and Babu Owino are going to unite at a certain point. Kwa sababu wamekuwa wakifanya kazi pamoja, wamekuwa wakishughulikia mambo fulani fulani pamoja, wamekuwa, in fact, they have very kind words for each other. And you see now, that's why the reason, unaona sasa kwa nini Gachagua sasa anaudhika. Unaona kwa nini Gachagua feels like he want to vomit. You see why Gachagua is now looking for public sympathy. You see why the truthful men, the truthful men. Sasa you can see why he's now feeling embarrassed. Na kama binadamu, by the way, hata wewe jameni niambie, sita unaweza sikia vibaya sana. Yaani mtu anakuambia weke mitego. Anakuambia weka mitego. Alafu anachukua ile mitego anatupa. Alafu analeta Raila vizuri sana. Ingia kwa bedroom, mzee, ingia kwa kitchen. Ingia tufanye kazi. Hata kama ungekuwa Gachagua, si ungeudhika. Mtu anakuambia go and criticize the son of the mountain, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Go and say vile tulikuwa tunateswa. Alafu sasa look at it now. So in politics there are no coincidences. That is what I'm saying. What we have is permanent interest, and betrayal is common. It's a common factor in politics. But Kenya should ask themselves, what impact is going to be there if William Samoei Ruto drops Rigathi Gachagua? Say, for example, if Gachagua is impeached today, what do you think will happen? Do you think this country is going to change in any way? And who will be appointed if Rigathi Gachagua is impeached? Because you see, according to the constitution, if the DP is impeached, William Samoei Ruto will have a free hand to pick anybody that he wants. According to what he has been saying, no, William Samoei Ruto alikuwa anasema ya kwamba anataka mwanamke awe naibu wa rais. Na yule mwanamke ambaye anaweza kuwa naibu wa rais hapa si mwingine ni Anne Waiguru. He go for Anne Waiguru. And that is why you see the Mount Kenya East, angalia, Mount Kenya East is uniting with Mount Kenya West to attack Rigathi Gachagua. Unaona hapo beleni Kidiki hakuwa anaongea, watu walikuwa wamenyamaza, lakini ukiona Kidiki akiongea ujue he knows something. But if Gachagua is impeached today, do you think it will have any impact on William Samoei Ruto's support in the mountain? If Gachagua is impeached, this is what will happen. The popularity of William Samoei Ruto outside Mount Kenya is going to increase. That is the game that is being played here. William Samoei Ruto used Rigathi Gachagua to divide the nation. Then amtumie and amtupe so that he appeared to be good. After appearing to be good, once Gachagua is impeached, utaona watu wengine wakianza kusifu William Samoei Ruto is a uniting factor. William Samoei Ruto is a good president. William Samoei Ruto, from the beginning, huyo mtu alikuwa mbaya. Huyo mtu alikuwa anaongea one man, one vote, one shilling. Not knowing that Gachagua was saying this after kutubwa na William Samoei Ruto. Hey guys, can you see the point now? So, William Samoei Ruto will become more popular. If he fires Gachagua, he may be unpopular in Nyeri. Because Gachagua, all said and done, he comes from somewhere. Now politics is local. But from the look of thing, utaona kwamba outside Mount Kenya, William Samoei Ruto is likely to win the hearts of many people. Because Gachagua, unajua Gachagua amekosea watu wengi sana. That's the problem with Gachagua. He was used deliberately by William Samoei Ruto kukosea watu wengi. What do you think? Sasa unafikiri watu walikuwa wanasikia vipi wakati ambapo walikuwa wanaambiwa kwamba ati this is a government of shareholders? Hezron, what do you think? You see, Gachagua is now a liability, as you say. Is a liability to William Samoei Ruto. He was used to hurt many people. He was used to divide the nation. He was used to kuweka hii mitego. He was used to attack Raila Amolo Odinga. And you see, those people who support Raila Amolo Odinga, si watafurahi wakiona ambapo Gachagua those people who support Raila Amolo Odinga today are very very happy. Wanafuraha kuona vile Gachagua anarushwa nje na William Samoei Ruto. They are very happy. Sababu huyu ndiye ambaye alikuwa anasema ati, unakumbuka vile alikuwa anasema ati huyu mtu wa kitendawili ati marais tupo hapa. I remember that it was in where KICC. Many presidents were coming, African presidents were coming to Africa because of climate change. Sasa remember the way Gachagua aliongea baada ya huo mkutano ati marais tupo wako pale, huyu mtu anakuja pale lakini kitu tumkamekea pale, so na shida mtu anaenda wapi, because Gachagua was the one who was on the gate. Na sasa ni William Samoei Ruto alimwambia aseme hivyo. Steve Biko, Uhuru, Ruto, Raila and Gachagua are all eating together and have given a script to Kenyans as they eat. Right now, the poor are the poor ones talking. The rich know that they are dividing the poor to lead. Yeah, that's true. I agree with you. Steve, thank you for that. Important. If Raila wins IU, he's done with national politics. It is possible. These guys are now eating. They are together. They are eating with a big spoon. They are very, very happy. Sasa yule mtu ambaye anaachwa pale ni Gachagua. Yani wanamcheka. Wanamcheka. These guys, sometimes I wonder whether they were there from the beginning. Kama walikuwa pamoja from the earliest beginning. I don't know. I don't know. But the way they work, the way they are now working, naachwa nikiwa na maswali mengi sana. Naachwa nikiwa na maswali mengi sana. Because it look like a script now. Sasa, ask yourself, why is William Samoei Ruto not defending Gachagua? Why? Why is he why is he sending the guys from Mount Kenya? Because when you look at it, wale watu ambao wamkashifu sana ni watu wa Mount Kenya. After hurting Raila, after hurting Azimio, after kusema meweka mitego, after kutuma mitego yote, sasa anamwambia sasa wewe sasa ndio utaenda. Look at the way politics is being played in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, like the video. If you have not liked the video, please like the video. You have 70 people watching and only 4 likes. Guys, please like the video as you come. Maybe we don't understand why I tell you to like the video. We are paid by the number of likes, the number of comments, the number of viewers. And you're able to keep afloat. Like it don't happen. That to me a lot of bad does, guys. So when you like the video, I'm able if actually to hata mimi mwenyewe kununua bados. Okay, yesterday alia phone call, alia conversation. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta akaangalia nani anapiga. Karibu Charles Musina, Kimani Kuria, leader of the finance and national planning. Ishongwa is the majority leader. And Nyoro, the chair of the budget. Kikuyus are eating with a big spoon. Just a few guys who are eating. Lakini kule Charles, wale watu wako chini pale, mimi na wewe, hakuna kitu zapata. We are just actually enjoying. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe the subscription button. If you want to be receiving notification anytime you upload a video, hit the bell. It will give you all the notifications. So, Uhuru kuangalia simu. Nani anapiga? The President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, ndiye alikuwa anampigia. After lamenting issue about the office, about the allowances, about the salaries, about the security, these are things that were happening. And William Samoei Ruto reported to the cabinet that he had a conversation with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Nayo mambo amemaliza. Look at the way politics being played. Sasa, William Samoei Ruto said this so that no member of UDA can continue criticizing Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. No. It is very much deliberate. Sasa, he disarmed everyone. He disarmed all the army in UDA, all the bloggers in UDA. Hawezi kuzungumza wakasema, kwa sababu only a few guys, because I remember, Isaac Mwaura tayari msha anza kuongea, alikuwa anasema sijui that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is demanding too much, he is overbearing, we have so many things to think about. But when you look at William Samoei Ruto, if a president want to stop something or want to do something, he can do it. So he just picked the phone call and melted the long silence that was there. 2 years silence was able to melt. You see, that silence sasa ikawa imeisha, ikawa anazungumza, ikawa sasa hawa watu ni marafiki jameni. All these guys are friends. They are no permanent enemies. Sasa where is Gachagua now? Gachagua ndiye alikuwa anamshtumu Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta anapigiwa simu na yule mtu ambaye alikuwa amemtuma Gachagua, William Samoei Ruto. Anamwambia, "Yeah man, you're my elder brother. Yes, how are you? Umekuwaje Mr. President?" "I'm fine." So kile ambacho kilikuwa kiendelea hapa ni kitu ambacho hatuwezi tukajua, but all said and done, it is important we look at the reason why William Samoei Ruto decided to call Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Number one, in my view, he knows that perception is key in politics. The perception among Kenyans is that UDA government and William Samoei Ruto are actually torturing, are actually mistreating, the word is mistreating the former president. So, to appear to be good, he deflated that issue. So by calling Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, he appears to be good. By calling Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, he appears to be empathetic. He appears to have empathy. You see, because the perception is that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta anateswa na hawa jamaa. The perception is that pesa za Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta zilikuwa zinaliwa. The perception is hizo pesa kwa sababu the person, the accounting officer, the person who should actually be dispersing this money to the former head of state is in state house. Kwa hizo pesa zilikuwa zinaliwa state house. That was the perception. So William Samoei Ruto had no choice. Lazima angechukua simu ampigie his former boss, and the former boss had no choice other than pick the call to hear what he's saying. Because if watched Kanzedena had spoken with a lot of finality. She had said, kama ni pesa zetu mnataka kukula, mkule. Kama mnajua that you are not interested, you are not going to facilitate the operation of the office of the president, the former president, mseme, you have no issue, tutawachia. So, and then the media, all over the social media, the print media, everywhere, everybody was sympathizing with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So the person who was appearing to be bad is the government of William Samoei Ruto. So he had no choice. He had to pick the call. The second reason, you know, William Samoei Ruto is a Kikuyu. No, it's a Kalenjin. William Samoei Ruto knows very well that without the Kikuyu's base, without the Kikuyu's support, he is completely finished in 2027. I can tell you, and I can bet, if Gachagua runs, William Samoei Ruto will be finished. He will be defeated by Gachagua. Gachagua will get more votes than William Samoei Ruto. I'm assuming Kalonzo will run, because Kalonzo is likely to get the highest number of votes, but he's not likely to get 50%. What will happen? Gachagua and Kalonzo will be in the race because there will be a runoff. So, and he knows very well, William Samoei knows very well, if William Samoei Ruto does not get the backing of the Kikuyus, because the people who are backing him are very, very unpopular. But the people who are backing the leaders in the mountain, Akina Ishongwa, Akina Dede Nyoro, Akina Moses Kuria, these are the guys who are supporting the president. But they are very, very unpopular. And William Samoei Ruto is alive to this. These guys are very, very unpopular. In fact, very unpopular. So what is happening? Anakuja, anaita watu ambao wanampa mawaidha, anamwambia the only person who can help you win the second term is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is the most popular politician in Kenya today. Who do you think is the most popular? Hezron, Koech, stop dreaming, tumeamka saa hii tu, ni vizuri, enda ukalale. What are you saying? What are you saying? Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is the most popular politician in Kenya today. And unafikiri Ruto ni mjiga? Ruto si mjiga, anajua hivi. So if he start talking to William Samoei Ruto, start talking to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, wale marafiki hivi, awe na mjali, he can win some votes. He can win some hearts. Because some people are very angry with William Samoei Ruto because of the way he has been treating Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So if he treats him better, these people are going to follow him. And they're going to listen to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So that is the other reason. The other reason why he called Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, most likely IMF, World Bank, because Kenya from August, ukiangalia Kenya inatawaliwa sasa na IMF. By the way, wa jamaa wa IMF wamekuja, nitakuja kuzungumzia haya in the finance bill, because already whatever you're implementing is not a Kenyan budget. It's a World Bank, IMF budget. That is what you're implementing. So these guys wanamwambia nini? Sasa vile ambavyo mnaenda kusukumana na William Samoei Ruto, mnasukumana na Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, this thing can destabilize the nation. It is true. It can bring instability. I'm a student of politics. Politics 101. And I can tell you, many people don't know why former presidents don't talk. They really talk. They talk, but they try to minimize their public engagements. If you go to US, for example, you find that Barack Obama utampata ni nadra sana kuona akiongea. Ni nadra sana utaona anaongea, but very rarely. He leaves Joe Biden to continue. It is a tradition in the world all over. So, the difference between the former president and the current president, if they were allowed to play out in public, they can destabilize this nation. Take it to the bank. They can destabilize this nation. And therefore, because William Samoei Ruto knows this, he decided, sasa, lazima, to deflate this kind of thing, or to ensure that such a thing does not happen, let me call Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And tukaona a team was formed, led by the controller of State House. Nyinyi mwende muangalie ni jambo gani ambalo limemkasirisha my former boss. Kama ni pesa apewe, kama ni ofisi apewe, and the nation moves forward, the country moves forward. So that is another thing that made William Samoei to take that phone, dial and call Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. The other reason why he called, alimpigia, aliamua wacha nimpigie, kwa sababu nisipompigia mambo yanaweza yakasabaratika, is to humiliate Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua has been pleading with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta for forgiveness. Rigathi Gachagua has been apologizing. Rigathi Gachagua has been asking for the unity of Mount Kenya. William Samoei Ruto knows very well that the mountain is united behind Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. For me to deflate Rigathi Gachagua, I must talk to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. For me to steal or to pull the rug under the carpet, sasa the truthful man, sasa ataenda wapi? If, for example, I could foresee a situation where the truthful man alikuwa na mpango wa kumtafuta Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Na sasa unafikiri mambo yangekuwa vipi if, because I told some guys, if you can be able to reach Rigathi Gachagua, tell him to start defending Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Tell him to criticize the government for not giving money or for not financing the office of the former president. Na sasa kile ambacho kilitokea ni kwamba Gachagua sasa ameachwa wapi? You see, Gachagua is badly exposed by the president, and it is deliberate. So that phone call that was able to melt the silence, 2-year silence, was melted by just a telephone. The man who was left exposed, the man whose image was cast in a negative way is none other than Rigathi Gachagua. The other reason, I think William Samoei Ruto, all said and done, knows very well If you look at William Samoei Ruto has not been coming to the mountain. Why do you think he has not been coming to the mountain? He has been avoiding the mountain. Initially, he would come with the Bible and wangekuwa na maombi every Sunday. He would come for church prayers. Watu wangekuja pamoja, they would unite. Watu wote wanakuja pale wa Mlima Kenya every Sunday and they hold a church service. Today, William Samoei Ruto does not come to the mountain. He rarely comes to the mountain. Reason? Because the people of the mountain feels betrayed. Reason? Another reason? Because the people of the mountain feels that they are losing this nation. The people of the mountain feels that walidanganywa. And kile ambacho kilishtua ni vile ambavyo Moses Kuria alikuwa anaambia watu that you have to pay taxes. Kodi mtalipa. We never promised you that you not pay taxes. And you remember the way how jamaa alikuwa anatuambia ya kwamba kuzorota kwa uchumi kulikuwa kunatokana na utawala mbaya wa Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Alikuwa anatuambia hii bei ya mafuta ambayo inapanda kila uchao. Nakumbuka William Samoei Ruto pale Kisii akiwaambia watu hii bei ya mafuta ambayo inapanda kila siku. Wewe William Samoei Ruto unakumbuka vile ambavyo ulikuwa unaambiwa you are boss today, you are the president, na mambo ni tofauti, na kile ambacho tunaweza tukasema hapa ni kwamba sasa watu wamekuja kuona ukweli. And I think this phone conversation, I think looking at the way William Samoei Ruto has been behaving, he has been promising so many things. You remember alituambia hii mtungi wa gas hii ikifika June, nakumbuka mtungi wa gas ikifika tarehe fulani mtakuwa mnanunua shilingi 500, inaweza kushuka mpaka shilingi 300. So now, do you think this telephone conversation is going to actually ensure, is going to facilitate the former president's office? Do you think that is the end of the lamentation? Because if you look at William Samoei Ruto, one, he is gifted with the oratory skills, very good in speaking. William Samoei Ruto can convince you very easily, very easily. But now the problem comes when it comes to implementation. Hapo ndipo tunaona kukiwa na shida. Because you see, every time William Samoei Ruto is talking, he's promising something. Every time he's addressing a gathering, especially when he is addressing a political rally, he's promising something. But after that, it ends there. It ends there. Guys, please like the video as you enter, as you come. Like the video, comment. Ni vizuri sana when you comment, and feel free to comment anything here, by the way. As long as you are not insulting anybody, feel free. Even if you come from Kenya Kwanza, tell us how this finance bill is going to save this nation. Tell us how William Samoei Ruto is leading this in the country in the right direction, if that is what you think. So here, I allow people to talk the way they want, as long as you are not insulting anybody. But you are giving a contrary opinion. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. As long as you're not insulting a viewer here, a member of this channel, as long as you are not talking shit, I have no problem with that. Lakini, if we are giving an opinion that is contrary to mine, I accept that. I accept that. If you have a different opinion, people, I agree that we should have a different opinion. We are not the same. But for those of you who are benefiting from this government, because I know there's some people who are benefiting a lot. Kuna watu wezi tukakataa, wapo, lakini ni wale ambao wako katika serikali. Because yesterday when I was watching Moses Kuria on Citizen TV, he was talking about 9 CSs who comes from Mount Kenya. And it is true, wako pale, including himself, Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria is there. Alice Wahome is there. And many others, including so many others. Sasa wewe kama Mkikuyu unafaidika nini? How does it help you? Hata wewe Mkalenjin, when a Kalenjin is appointed to a position, inakusaidia nini? Doesn't help you in any way. Mike TV, speak English, my boy. Oh, thank you. English is not our language. We are Kenyans, but you can speak English. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good. I agree that sometimes you may not understand English, but it's also important you realize that Kiswahili is a national language and it's also an official language. So what we are saying here, William Samoei Ruto, even if he appoints members of the cabinet from a certain community, he doesn't help that community. The person who benefits is that person who comes from that family. Because Moses Kuria, I've not seen Moses Kuria telling Kenyans that because I come from the Kikuyu community, I can be able to do this. Mike TV, my bad, I am from America. Me, no black papa. Oh, thank you, Mike TV. Thank you. But now, if you can understand English, it is good for me. Like the video, and Mike, you can also become a member of this channel. Become a member. Tell us what is happening in America. Tell us whether Joe Biden is likely to win his second term. Tell us what you think about Trump. Because here we discuss politics. We also discuss economy. We also entertain our viewers. And it's very, very important. Azure Nduya, you are a query. What is that? I don't understand that language. So, in any country, you are likely to see a lot of betrayal in politics. Because I've always said that in politics, anytime the interests of politicians converge, they unite and they work together. The other thing is that in politics, especially in Africa, Kenya in particular, East Africa in general, there is a lot of betrayal. There is a lot of betrayal. The reason why there is a lot of betrayal is because a number of African leaders have no principles. They have no ideology. They are just there. They're just there for their stomach. All they want is just to eat. They eat, and eat. They're just there to amass wealth. They come, they steal, they invest in foreign countries, they buy palatial homes, they travel with huge delegations, and all this is taxpayers' money. So guys, please like the video, subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed, comment in the comment section. I allow all types of comment here as long as you hold dignity, as long as they are respectable. Give your opinion. What do you think about Africa? What do you think about William Samoei Ruto? William Samoei Ruto was in America the other day. He came with so many promises. Joe Biden gave him a state welcome, and we were able to be told so many things. But what have we seen? Zero. We have not seen anything. So these trips, we are not even told what concessions do we give. Yes, we were told that America is going to give so many military helicopters. America was going to give so many things. But what did we get? What did we give? Kenyans, what did we sacrifice? Because I strongly believe it should be a matter of give and take. See ati mambo ati you give and then you're not benefiting. Your countrymen are not benefiting. So when you have the president signing the bills, when you have the president signing treaties on behalf of the country, let Kenyans know, let voters know the content of that treaty. Without knowing the content of that treaty, we feel cheated. We feel left out. Guys, by the way, next week, William Samoei Ruto is so much determined to go to Haiti. William Samoei Ruto is so much determined to send policemen to Haiti. Guys, why are you sending policemen to a Caribbean country? Why? A country that is miles away. Miles away. Okay, King State, keep up good works, Cayman. We villagers are very proud who we are. Yes, pass this information to Kikuyus, Mdomobage MPs. True. Yeah, we are very proud to be villagers. All of us came from a village. All Africans came from a village. We were not born in urban centers. Though there are some people who in developed countries who think all Africans live in forests. But the truth of the matter is that we are sending our policemen to Haiti. Are we prepared? One of the greatest challenge that these guys are likely to meet there, because I want to look at the number of challenges that the policemen are likely to face there, because expect so many body bags. They will come back in body bags. Number one, in Haiti, the language is French. The language spoken there is French. Our policemen, I don't know whether they are conversant with French. I don't think they can understand French. Most Kenyans don't understand French. They understand English, they understand Kiswahili, and their mother tongues. So the first thing that they encounter is the language. In fact, these guys can be led into a slaughterhouse. I saw some gangsters, some gang leaders in Haiti. I saw them in TikTok daring Kenyans, policemen, come, baby, come. You're waiting for you. And my heart started bleeding for my country. I remembered that these are sons and daughters of somebody who are going to Haiti. I remembered, what are you fighting for anyway? What is the interest of Kenya in Haiti? What are we gaining? That is a question that is in the minds of many Kenyans. Because you see, America is not very far away from Haiti. Why are they not going there? Why are they not sending their soldiers there? Why should Kenya sacrifice her men and women to go to Haiti? So they are going to face the challenge of the language. The second challenge is the terrain. These people are not used to the terrain. They don't know how even Haiti look like. Some of them are going there for the first time. And the Haitian gangs, they're the kind of people who are likely even to use coach as the policy. Our policemen are not used to battle. They are not battle hardened. So how are they going to face the Haitian who are battle hardened? These are the gangs who killed a president in State House. These are gangs who have taken over all the police stations, the airports, everything. And then where do you start? How do you fight with these guys? This is an urban war. It is an urban war because now the gangs are controlling major towns. All the cities are under the gangs. So are you telling me that our policemen are going to handle these guys? Are you telling me? Bantu Maura, Karibu, we might be villagers, but we are also political animals. We will not sit back and watch as the country heads to the toilets. The chaos in Haiti are for the Haitians to sort out, not Rutos. I agree with you, Bantu, all the way from UK. I agree that what is happening, somebody is getting something from Haiti. These are deals that are being made and they are benefiting some guys. With this war, there's a lot of funding. And somebody could be pocketing a lot of money. Corrupt as our regime is, because Kenyan regime is hopelessly corrupt. This is a kind of regime that can even sell your mother. They can do anything. These guys can auction even our country. They don't care what will happen to our country. So what we are saying here is that this, as Maura is saying, the Haitian war is Haitian war. Kenya has no business by sending our policemen. We have no business going there. And if anybody feels that he should go there, let that person said his countrymen. Let Joe Biden said American soldiers or policemen. If he feels that there's something America is losing. So this is a challenge of the terrain. The other one is about the locals. Do you think Kenyans are going to get the support of the locals? Do you think the locals are supporting Kenya? Because the other day I saw a demonstration in Haiti. Demonstration against William Samoei Ruto's government. That we are sending the policemen. Why were they demonstrating? Why were they not demonstrating in support of William Samoei Ruto's call it dedication? Kenyans, what we have been told is that this is a government that came from heaven. This is a God-installed government. That's the message that have always been given to Kenyans. But unknown to many, this looks like a government in hell, that came from hell. The government that is taxing anything, they are taxing everything. They are taxing milk farmers. They are taxing avocado. They are taxing shoe shiners, the cobras. They are taxing people who pulls mikokoteni in the Koba market. They are coming for everything. And by the way, I was reading this National Social Health Fund Insurance, the one that is going to start in, the one that's going to start just the next month, I think July 1st. And CS Treasury and CS Health, and don't forget, health is supposed to be a devolved function, but they refuse to devolve the function because they want to eat the money, in quote, eat the money. They want to embezzle the money that comes with this ministry. She was telling Kenyans that every adult will be paying Kenya shilling 300 for that insurance. It doesn't matter. So if it is a family, the father is paying for insurance, the mother is paying, and any other person who is an adult in that family. I have no problem with people paying for the insurance. It is good. But now the problem is, you pay the insurance, you don't get any service. You pay the insurance, these guys use the money for political purposes. They use the money for campaign, because what they are doing, they are looking for money for campaign for 2027. Because they'll be buying, I've been telling Kenyans that the next election will be decided by the amount of money that a politician will be giving. And UDA is likely to have an upper hand, because Dede Nyoro is the chairman of the budget committee. And when you look at the treasury, utaona kwamba these guys are likely to amass a lot of wealth, and they're likely to buy so many voters. They'll be buying voters, literally. You know, Kenyans are used to be getting, to getting Kenya shilling 200. Go and buy Muratina, go and buy Kiroro, go and buy Kanuso. But now, what is likely to happen is that they will literally buy voters. So what we are saying here, ladies and gentlemen, that, you know, initially, NHIF, if the father is paying, then the wife need not to pay. Then the children who are below 18 years, or those who are in school, they need not to pay. But now look, what are we doing? So we are coming from the frying pan into the fire. So what they are doing, they are trying to lie to Kenya. No, this is a government of lies. If there's a medal of lies, this government would win a gold medal of lies. It's a lying government. I cannot show you any one time that these leaders have spoken the truth. Anytime they open the mouth, they speak with both sides of their mouth. Anytime they open the mouth, they speak lies. They promise lies. Anytime they address Kenyans, don't expect anything good to come from this government. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the challenge that they are going to get. But I'm telling you, the reason why the government is sending Kenyan policemen is because it will come with a lot of money, a lot of funding, and somebody somewhere is fattening the heifer to slaughter after the policemen are killed and after he has pocketed the money. The other challenge that our policemen are going to encounter is that these people psychologically are not prepared. Psychologically are not prepared. It's like they are being forced. And that is why it is very, very difficult, you know, working for the forces. Sometimes it becomes very difficult. Because you see, you cannot ask why. You cannot ask why. Because, you see, in some professions, you have an allowance, you have a chance of actually even opposing your boss. You can tell the doctor, no, this patient, we need to do A, B, C, and D. This one cannot work. But now, when it comes to the forces, you have to do what you want. So these guys are going, not that they want to go, but because it's an obligation, it's a duty. It's a duty. All said and done, guys, the finance bill is with us. It is being debated at the Senate. We are watching, we are waiting, and we agree that this is punitive. This is going to cause disaster in this country. Of late, we have seen investors leaving the country. We have seen many people relocating to the neighboring countries. We have seen Tanzania economy growing at a very high rate compared to our economy. We have seen inflation rising. Last month, it rose by 6.5% inflation because of poor leadership. This country is headed in the wrong direction. This country needs liberation. Kenyans need to be wiser. And I think at this juncture, Kenyans should support anybody, even if it is Gachagua, who is criticizing William Samoei Ruto. Gachagua was played by William Samoei Ruto, as I told you. The traps that he was putting in State House, he was doing it on behalf of William Samoei Ruto. He was sent by William Samoei Ruto. The way he was accusing, mistreating Raila and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was very much deliberate, so that he appear a bad one. He appear the bad person. And I'm telling you today, Raila is in the bedroom of William Samoei Ruto. Raila is sleeping in State House. Raila ensured that William Samoei Ruto has lost the support of the Kikuyus. And he did this by deliberately choosing to work with William Samoei Ruto. He did this to annoy the Kikuyus. He did this to annoy Rigathi Gachagua. And today, Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto are not seeing eye to eye. It's just yesterday that Rigathi Gachagua was seen boarding Kenya Airways, and many people sympathized with him. There's no need of sympathizing with Rigathi Gachagua. He asked for it. The problem with the Kenyans readers is they lack principles. The problem with the readers is bride royalty. And that is why, if you look at William Samoei Ruto does not reward hard work. William Samoei Ruto does not reward merit. William Samoei Ruto goes for loyalty. Because if you are royal and you are not competent, the better for you. And that is why when you look at his cabinet, I've always told you, when you look at his cabinet, it is badly tainted. It comprises of people who had court cases, some of them bordering on criminality. But what did we see? William Samoei Ruto is leading this session in the wrong direction. Allow me, guys, to edit this video at this juncture. Hevet Nyoro, karibu sana. Hello, Skyman, locked in, asante sana. Kevin Muturi, true. King State, hopefully, our policemen will cooperate with the Haitian gang and learn tactics to remove. That was interesting. Bantu Mwaura, we might be villagers. Okay, that one is good. King, keep up good work. And Mike, thank you all the way from America. I thank you guys. I'll leave my number here. If you want to call me, or especially through WhatsApp. Or if you have an issue that you think we need to analyze, we can analyze. Allow me to add at this juncture, and thank you very much. For those of you who have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Here we look at the African political landscape, economic landscape, and everything to do with education. And you can't avoid to miss. You can't miss this channel. Like the video as you move out, guys, and enjoy your day. Kenya is sunny, by the way. It's sunny. The temperatures are reading 24 degrees centigrade. And in some places, there are no floods, by the way. There are no floods. Those of you asking how is Kenya, there's no floods. Everything is good. The grass is green. You can see behind me the trees are green. Everything is good. We are enjoying the sunrise. We are happy. We are happy. Animals are happy. And here the birds are singing in the air. And let's meet in my next video and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.